Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome. We're going to get back into more foodie beauty content. We are back with another video. It's a bit of an older one. I had a rough week. Lifestyle changes are so hard. So this is probably going to be another sit down video. Hopefully, no eating. I would really prefer not a mukbang right now. But let's get straight to the video and see what is she going to be doing today.
153.9. I'm gonna do it again just to make sure. Okay.
I just don't understand how Foodie or Amber could say at 340 and nearly 600 pounds that they're plateauing. It's just, it seems like a stupid thing to say because obviously they're just eating the amount of calories they're also expending. So whatever they're potentially losing at a base level rate, which would be easy, 3,000 plus calories on top of whatever movement they may be doing. So I'm gonna say around 3,500 calories, something like that, they'd be eating a day, probably even more, honestly.
All right, so I did a weigh-in today. It was weigh-in Wednesday, and I was dreading this weigh-in, guys. I was dreading this weigh-in. You have no idea.
I really love how Amber and Foodie get really soft-spoken when they know they screwed up, because the only reason you would dread a weigh-in is because you're not doing the right thing. And they're soft-spoken, oh, hi guys, you know, I was dreading this weigh-in, I was really giving me anxiety, I was really worried, because you were overeating. You knew what you were doing, you knew what you're doing wrong, and you were overeating.
I was almost not gonna do it and just like do my thing where I'm like, I don't want people to talk about my weight. I don't want people to talk about my struggles anymore. Like, I don't want to give people fodder to attack me over things anymore. And I was just gonna, like, I was in the mood to just clam up and like keep all weight loss stuff off of my channel until I've made some progress, respectable progress.
The best piece of advice I could offer is just don't talk about it. Don't bring up your weight, don't eat on camera, and certainly don't interact with the comments if you don't want to. It's that simple. Like, if you monetize your content, then people have the right to criticize it.
Significant progress, I should say, because any progress is respectable. But like, you know, how Nick Akano did. You know, he came back when he was at the end stages. Same with people like Obese to Beast. I'm sure they had many struggles, and one day it just stuck. They were able to keep going longer and longer and being consistent.
The difference between you and them is their mindset, is the fact that they were willing to follow through, they were willing to say no, and they were willing to push themselves and to take accountability for their actions. You, on the other hand, just use and blame your ED for everything and every single time you fall off the wagon.
Now, I still haven't ordered any fast food. My macaroni bechamel is not fast food. It's homemade pasta, and I haven't had any fast food joints since Thailand still. Maybe that is having an impact on me not gaining weight, because I have been overeating quite a bit more than when I was on track, and I haven't done the treadmill in a few days now.
Oh, these non-scale victory arguments she makes are so stupid. Like, how the hell are you going to say, well, at least I'm not ordering out? Okay, and? Like, if you're eating 3,000 plus calories at home from home-cooked meals, it doesn't matter if you're not eating Burger King, because you're still consuming, or at least over-consuming, what you should be eating. Like, you're gaining weight or you're maintaining weight, when in reality you should be losing weight because you're supposed to be eating healthy home-cooked meals.
And that's just because I'm so unmotivated right now, and I'm having trouble with my sleep, and I'm just off track. You know, it's just hard. I want to get back on track, and I do plan to. I think that I'm going to wait till after Halloween. I know that sounds so typical and so like, I'm going to wait till next Monday kind of thing. And it is. I want to have treats for Halloween, it's a comfort thing for me, and that's what I'm having major issues with, is the comfort part, getting rid of that comfort. But I am getting better, because I used to just order tons and tons of fast food. So
I gotta admit, I got a bit of a chuckle out of that progression. I'm motivated. I'm not on track, but I want to get on track, and I'll do it eventually. Like, you go from I'm motivated and I'm gonna do it to I'll do it eventually.
I think that maybe I haven't gained weight. I'm really like surprised that it stayed the same, because like I thought maybe it was like stuck at the previous setting, but it's never done that before, you know? So, and like I've showed you guys,
At this point, I actually stopped to check the comments because I knew, and as well as Foodie knew, that people were not going to take this one well. And so we decided to check at the comments, and some of them were really good. Like, they were really tearing into her, and she was not for it. She was pretty rude in a lot of the comments, but, like, can you really blame them? When you actively gain weight and then try to excuse it away with, well, at least I'm not, eating unhealthy food, from fast food joints, and it's like, dude, it doesn't matter where the 3,000 plus calories come from. If you're eating 3,000 plus calories and you're gaining weight, it's not good. You're still gaining weight, or you're still maintaining your weight. You kind of need to actively lose weight so that way you better your health. And a lot of people are right. If you are constantly needing comfort food to deal with your problems at home, maybe instead of worrying about weight loss just yet, maybe you should focus on losing all the issues in your life that causes you to overeat so much because you need that comfort. Like, they are just as right as I am when I say the exact same thing. Fix your mental health, fix your emotional health, get your life in order before you even try to lose weight, because it's one vicious cycle.
many times. This scale does not have a tamper option. This is to change from pounds to kgs, battery. It's just a very simple, non-high-tech scale, but it does go up to 180 kgs. So this is not the scale from the Villa. It's a new scale. Wansa is a Kuwait brand.
Look, we get it. We honestly get it. You don't have to tamper with the scale. We completely understand that you can't tamper with it, so on, so on, so on. Doesn't matter. The number isn't changing anyway. Like, it's because you are gaining weight or you're just maintaining weight. You started weight loss, and like 3 weeks in, you're actually more than what you were when you started. So, like, who needs to worry about you tampering with the scales when the scales are just going up anyway?
So yeah, I don't know. I think I was the exact same weight last time I weighed, and I had been up a little bit last time too, and it kind of makes sense that I would stay the same because I have been eating the same in a way, same patterns, but just eating more. So for example, I bought those 3 big bags of broccoli. I have 1 left and it's only been like a couple days or so. Because, if I feel like eating something at night, I'll usually make like a whole bag of broccoli. It's a low calorie volume food.
Why do I have a feeling she's about to follow this up with something along the lines of, I shove a bunch of butter and maybe sauce or like cheese, or I pair it with something else, or I eat it on something. Like, there's got to be some variation of that. There's got to be definitely, it's not just broccoli. She's not eating just broccoli here.
And I'll just put like a bit of soy sauce or something on it. Sometimes a little bit of butter. I try not to overdo it with the butter. It's just these little things that I try.
Yeah, when she said a little bit of butter and then she looked away, I didn't trust that. So it's a lot more than just a little. Also, is that normal just to cook a bunch of broccoli and then throw soy sauce on it? Like, if you're making a stir fry, I could probably understand that. But, like, why just broccoli and a bunch of soy sauce? Like, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Really hard, and you wouldn't believe the willpower it takes, even just from changing, number one, not eating fast food when I was eating it like twice a day, okay? But even just making a little change, like not adding 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter and only adding a teaspoon. Just that cut down takes a lot of willpower and a lot of strength, inner strength. And I guess sometimes you just get tired. You just get really tired and burnt out. And I think that's what's happening with me right now. And also, just like I said, fall, Halloween, it's like a comfort time for me. And I'm seeing all these like...
Foodie, every second or third day is a comfort day and meal with you, so explain to me why you constantly need to be comforted by food. Like, there has to be so many issues going on in your life that you need that many comfort meals. Just, I don't understand what exactly the problem is, but you need to kind of figure that shit out, because you keep saying that you need comfort, but you know, you constantly brag about how good your life is. Like, other than your morbid obesity, you have such a great life. I mean, you brag about your husband, you talk about how great Kuwait is and all the things that you love doing, which is, we don't see it, but like, you know, you often like to brag about these things. So why are you constantly miserable and you need to be comforted by food all the time?
You know, treats on online grocery stores, like, or like restaurants, like dessert places that have like pumpkin cupcakes, and Krispy Kreme has pumpkin spice donuts. And I'm not usually a sweet tooth person, but just the fact that it's like pumpkin spice and like reminds me of all the fun I've had in the fall at home back in Canada, and wanting to bring it here. It just makes me crave, like, this time of year makes me crave comfort food in general, you know. Pot pies, rich pastas, stews are fine. They can be made to be healthier. So I know it's probably not going to look like something spectacular, this journey that I'm doing.
If only you guys could see this side eye I'm giving right now. Like, girl, it's something spectacular only if you could see. See what? See what exactly? Because you've gained weight on your weight loss journey already. Where exactly is, you know, the spectacular part of the weight gain journey? Is it going to be when you put in the ground? Is it going to be when you lose a leg or two? Like, where exactly is it going to be spectacular? Because I doubt that you're going to be too mobile if you end up in the hospital and have to have a leg removed.
But like I said, I'm not coming on here at the end of the journey when, you know, when there's success. Great success, something to brag about, 100 pounds lost kind of thing. I'm really just trying to cope, and I'm dealing with small changes right now. And I do want to get back on the track that I was before, when I was like consistently losing and I was down to 151.5. I want to get there again, and I want to just one step at a time. I want to get out of the 150 kgs. I want to be like, I want to see that 149 number, you know?
Of course not until after Halloween. Like, we really gotta do one more send-off. Like, we're gonna have that really big last hurrah, really make sure they go from the 150s into the 160s, and then we can restart the weight loss journey.
But like I said, it's not just all numbers on the scale. I actually take comfort in the little accomplishments, like the no fast food, because you guys know me, I was the biggest fast food addict. And the way I've been able to keep that away is eating adequate food here, kind of switching it up. You know, instead of a chicken royal, a bag of broccoli. Yes, I eat a lot of cheese and stuff like that, but I've had, you know, I do eat, maybe the bags of chips I eat are so tiny. Literally, when you dump the bag out, all the chips can fit in the palm of your hand. So even a few of those must be like the equivalent of a regular small bag of chips. So I buy those little bags of chips because I can still eat chips, and it's not, you know, even after just 2 or 3 of those, I'm satisfied with that craving.
Oh my god, Foodie, you are one of a kind. Like, what's the point of getting smaller bags if you're gonna eat the same amount as a regular bag in smaller bags? Like, I would say go to a therapist, but at this point, I don't even think a therapist can fix you. Like, maybe God himself may be able to create a miracle strong enough to fix whatever's going on in your head. Because, like, let's face it, divine intervention is the only thing that's gonna fix you.
But I am a little surprised, because I thought, you know, I gain weight fast, and I thought for sure I would be up in weight.
Is she really going to count this as a victory? Like, I didn't lose weight, but at least I didn't gain it either. So, like, that's progress, I guess. Even though it's not, you're literally just standing still.
Another thing I've been loving to eat is cold cuts. I love deli meats, and instead of eating the high fat pork variety that I would eat in Canada, I get turkey, lean turkey, oven roasted turkey.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not because you don't want it, it's because you can't have it. Because if I'm not mistaken, in Kuwait, you can't have pork.
And that must not have, I mean, it has a fraction of the calories. It's very low in calories, very lean, low fat food, but it still feels like I'm eating cold cuts, you know? So I'm trying to find little tricks like that. And I think they've kind of been working because my weight hasn't fluctuated like at all. I'm just staying the same, and that happens. You plateau a lot.
I do understand that you can plateau it anyway, but it's so much different. Like, from Foodies and Amber's definition, a plateau to them is because they overeat and they're not staying on track, where someone else's idea of plateau would be because they are currently dealing with some sort of effect on their body. So even if they are doing the right things and they're only eating X amount of calories, so they should be losing weight, their body is just not reacting to it like it should be. Something kind of like what I'm dealing with right now. Even though I'm losing close to 2,500 plus calories, I'm still only eating about 1,500 right now. So technically I should be losing weight, but I'm kind of maintaining my weight right now, which sucks because it's one of those things where I got another 8 kilos to lose, so I really want to lose it, but it's really slow.
So I think if I had been keeping up the treadmill, I think I would have been down a bit, for sure. Because when you work out, like I was doing the treadmill in the mornings, you get your metabolism working when you work out, first thing when you get up. And your body is a calorie burning machine for a good part of the day after that, from what I've heard. So, yeah, that's about it, I guess. I just wanted to update you guys. I know it's Weigh-In Wednesday. I was pretty discouraged before doing it, but I thought, you know, I have to do it. I have to be holding myself accountable. And not just running away when it gets tough or when I think I've failed or I'm going through a hard part. And I really, you know, don't want to be so caring or give attention to negative people, because it's everywhere. People just like coming for you the minute you eat something they don't think you should, especially carbs. You wouldn't imagine the hate I get over carbs. It's really funny, but
it's not hate, it's criticism. I've seen those comments. Not hate, it's criticism. Hey, you need to cut carbs out of your diet because it's not healthy for you, and because you keep gaining weight, Foodie. You are nearly 350 pounds, you're nearly 160 kilos. Like, my dude, take the advice that people are offering because you're not doing jack shit.
And I'm not talking about concerned people who have an opinion about carbs. I'm talking about like really crazy people who come for you. But
I'm gonna show you, Foodie, nobody's come for you in a long time. I'll show myself out.
Anyway, so this is Weigh-In Wednesday. I gotta crack down, man, because I really just want to have more stamina to do a lot of things when I travel next, when we travel next. And yes, we're going together because I'm not traveling if he doesn't come with me. But no, there's no reason he wouldn't come with me unless it was an emergency situation. So we'll be traveling together, inshallah. And I want to be in shape. I want to do some fun things, you know. I want to like snorkel, and I don't know. We'll see. I don't even know if we can snorkel where we're going, but I want to snorkel here, is what I meant. That would be fun because the Gulf Sea, you know. Anyways, This is encouraging me to get back on track, actually. And when I think about it, actually, I don't think I'm gonna wait till, I might allow myself like a treat on Halloween, but I won't let it like fully derail me.
You really should not make promises, because that's why you get criticized so heavily, because we all know that you are not going to stick to that promise. You're going to binge to the nines, you're going to piss everyone off, and then you're going to get upset that people are criticizing you.
So, yeah. Yeah. Friggin' tough. But at least I'm not 166 anymore. No, ma'am.
Well, if I was you and you don't want to get back into the 160s, I suggest you get back on track soon, because you're not too far off.
I was very uncomfortable at that weight. So, I think it does matter, like, if you eat at home, even if you eat more at home, it's still, like, there's, like, calories and so many calories in fast food. It's crazy, you know? A lot more than eating, like, 3 Baby Bell cheeses and a bag of broccoli, some turkey meat. Still less calories. Even just a Baby Bell cheese has 60 calories or 70 calories. It's not that much. It's not bad. Unless you eat 10, but no, I don't eat that much. Maybe 3. I don't know. In one sitting, but I try to eat 1. But they're so good. Have you guys ever had Baby Bell cheese?
You say all of these things, and yet you don't have the self-awareness to go, alright, I have an ED, cheese is a trigger food for me, maybe I shouldn't have 15 types of cheeses in my house at any one given time, because I know that I'm going to be triggered by it, and I'm going to eat it. Like, that's the same thing as, what did Amber do? She did that weird cookie TikTok video, her crying and eating a cookie.
The temptation in life. Right, Juice? She's a treat fiend as well. You should see her freak out when I get the treats out. Anyway, I guess I'll go for now. I just wanted to update you on what I'm doing. Yes, I've been in a rough patch since the last week. The first couple of days into the week went fine. Motivated, doing treadmill. The last few days, not so much. But I will get back on track, and I'm still not back up to where I was. I'll consider that some good progress. And again, no fast food. I do eat out. I want to, emphasize the difference between, yes, I eat out, but not fast food, which is my major addiction, Chicken Royal abstinence. Anyway, all right, guys, thanks for listening to me, and if you're on a journey yourself, I wish you a lot of luck, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Alright guys, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I honestly did not really like this video all that much, because it's just, soft-spoken Foodie is just annoying. Plus, on top of that, her reiterating the same point and trying to making arguments that just don't really have any value, because it's like, alright, cool, eating 3,000 calories of fast food is the same thing, essentially the same thing as eating 3,000 calories of home-cooked food. Like, you get into the same point, which is up on the scale, so, I don't know, but hopefully you lovely people had a good day, and hopefully enjoyed the video a little bit, and hopefully get to see lovely people in the next one. Bye-bye!